Rigmor, can my tattoo become more realistic? Um, if you have sort of the photograph of these exact flowers, then I guess it could be done to sort of try to copy the photograph even more. I would say you can also try to just work on the colors. Maybe get some highlighted color, or some reflecting color that just makes them sort of mm, get the same warmth or the same cold light. That can also add a little bit. And you can also work on the background, make more realistic background by adding more to it. But I mean, this is quite nice. This is quite realistic. It's not super realistic, but it's quite realistic, and I think it's a nice tattoo. Um, Alida, what can I do with this? I can't flip it right now, but you can see what it is. What can she do with this? Anything. Anything. Just as long as you have this small tattoo, don't be afraid to go a little bit bigger. If you go bigger, you can make sort of anything. But you can't sort of make anything if you want to cover something this size with something this size. Then you're sort of stuck. Or you just need to make one dark purple flower. That's it. But you can do anything if you just like go to an artist that knows what they're doing and has experience with cover-ups and does the style that you want. Okay, next one. Is it? Yeah. Okay. I want to get a sleeve. Is that possible on these scars? I would just say as long as the scars are more than 2 to 3 years old, preferably 3 years old plus, no problem at all. The only thing is that when the light hits that skin, you might get some shades, just beneath the bump on these scars. If they are bumpy, you have some light and you will make shades. So even though, like, if you would try to cover your whole arm, your skin, with a like this foundation, like really hard foundation thing, you will still see that it's going to cover up the colors in the scar, but it's not going to cover up the bumpiness in the scar. So when you're tattooing something like this, you need to sort of use it. You need to use it inside the image. So for example, what I'm seeing here could be sorry, now I'm talking so much. Nature, it could be sea, a lake, grass, hills, forest with lots of trees. You can make the whole sleeve into one theme, like sorry. Mm-hmm. One theme. It could be, a nice place that gives you that positive vibe. Make this into something positive for yourself, and make something really inspiring for yourself and safe. Make that safe place, find the safe place. Is it a landscape? Maybe it's a building, maybe it's a city, it could be anything. But I think as long as you're making something that is quite detailed, you will see the details and you're not going to see those scars. At least that much. You might see them in some lighting, but nobody's going to even, they're not going to notice it unless they really know that it used to be there, Good luck with that. And then we have Michael. I used myself when I was younger as a canvas. How would you cover up this mess? And is it possible without color to cover the tattoos? I love skulls, phoenix, koi, dark woods type of design, but they tend to have lots of empty spaces in their design. Thanks. Well, those things that you mentioned, like phoenix, koi, those are not stuff that I enjoy doing myself. But I mean, first of all, I would just say, why do people do this? Why do you just like, well, anyway, that's how you learn, right? I would say it's difficult to cover this up without colors, at least especially the one on your hand. You need either you need to use color or you need to just do something black. Black it out. Make something cool. I mean, it looks like you have a lot of tattoos, and if you're used to have tattoos and you're not afraid to like go bold, I would maybe even consider that. Doing like almost like this style, but I have pink magnolias and blackout. You could have blue Lego pieces, or you can have a mandala pattern somewhere, or it could be geometric 3-dimensional art things. It's so many things that you can just put in here, or it could be even like old school tattoos, or since you're having a black sort of background, you can have old school tattoos inverted. You know what I mean? So that black becomes white, red becomes green, everything becomes the opposite. You can just invert a photo and then tattoo it. That could look amazing. It will look like your arm is inverted, like it was a traditional tattoo arm, but just you inverted the photo, so everything is the opposite. Just an idea, you could do anything. You just need to think a little bit outside of the box and go to someone that knows what they're doing. And lastly, Safa. How can I cover this tattoo without going too extra? I want something soft and not huge, with only black and gray and white, no colors, for an artistic drawing or a flower. If you don't want to make the size bigger, that's totally fine. But then you really need to use what you have. You can make a flower on this. You just need to sort of make it just beneath the text, and then you can add maybe some darker leaves that are covering up the text, for example. So stuff like that you can do. Or you just need to make a rose or a flower that is darker and just is dark on that area. But it is more difficult to cover up black tattoos with black and gray, because black and gray is not black and gray. Black and gray is black and skin. It's black, it's your skin, and how do we, what's in the middle? It's black watered down. It's water. So black will cover, your skin will not, and all of this area in between will not cover because it has a lot of water with the black. Do you understand? So all of this is see-through. It's just the black that is covering. Okay? That was all of my 15 quick responses.
This is the Tat Chat with Electric Linda.